I am Gustaf V, King of Sweden, a title I held with pride and responsibility from 1907 until my passing in 1950. Born on June 16, 1858, I was the eldest son of King Oscar II and Queen Sophia. From an early age, I was groomed for leadership, but nothing could fully prepare me for the profound and turbulent changes my reign would witness. I ascended to the throne on December 8, 1907, following the death of my father, King Oscar II. My early years as king were marked by stability and tradition, as Sweden was a constitutional monarchy, and my role was largely ceremonial. Yet, I took my duties seriously, dedicating myself to the welfare of my people and the preservation of Sweden's neutrality, a principle I held dear throughout my reign. The world I inherited in 1907 was vastly different from the one I left in 1950. The early 20th century brought rapid modernization, social reforms, and significant political shifts. In Sweden, the democratization process was underway, and during my reign, universal suffrage for both men and women was introduced in the 1920s, a milestone I viewed with a mixture of caution and respect. While I was not always in agreement with the expanding role of Parliament, I recognized the need for Sweden to evolve in step with the changing times. One of the defining challenges of my reign was navigating the tumultuous waters of two world wars. During World War I, Sweden maintained its neutrality, a position that spared my people the horrors of widespread conflict. However, neutrality required careful diplomacy, and I worked closely with my ministers to ensure Sweden avoided entanglement. The interwar years brought profound social and economic changes. I watched with concern as Europe was gripped by the rise of totalitarian regimes. When World War II erupted in 1939, I once again committed Sweden to neutrality. However, this neutrality was far from simple. Difficult decisions had to be made, such as allowing German troop transports through Swedish territory. These decisions were not without controversy, but I acted in what I believed were Sweden's best interests, striving to safeguard my nation's sovereignty and protect its people. On a personal note, I was deeply devoted to my family and my role as a unifying figure for the Swedish people. I was married to my beloved Queen Victoria, with whom I had 3 sons. Our marriage was not without its trials, yet we shared a mutual respect for duty and tradition. I also held a lifelong passion for sports, particularly tennis, which earned me the affectionate nickname, Mr. G, among my peers. As I reflect on my 43 years on the throne, I am filled with pride at Sweden's resilience and progress. My reign witnessed the transformation of Sweden from a largely agrarian society to a modern, industrialized nation. I leave behind a legacy of steadfast neutrality, a commitment to democracy, and an enduring love for my people. When I passed on October 29, 1950, I left Sweden in the capable hands of my son, Gustave VI Adolf. My hope is that my efforts help to shape a nation that is strong, peaceful, and prepared to face the challenges of the future.